Oh, hi there, big boys, and welcome to my review of Tower of Beatrice for Nintendo Switch. This was actually a much better game than I anticipated, to be honest. I'm not normally a fan of these sort of games, sort of point-and-click adventure style games, very much in the vein of 2000s styles, point-and-click PC games. You know the ones. So yeah, I don't really play them a lot, so I haven't got a lot of experience. But this is my first proper one I've played, other than the ones I played when I was a child, which were all very weird and easy. So you have a little mage sort of book that can speak to you, which is always fun. I've always wanted one of those. I think everyone has, maybe. And you can create spells, and these spells help you escape from the tower. I assume it's called the Tower of Beatrice. I don't know, but there's 6 rooms you've got to try and escape. And to be honest, it's quite hard, especially anywhere outside the first room. But all the puzzles are only in one room, so you can tend to figure it out, eventually. And there's a hint system as well, which is very nice. But I did also have to watch the walkthrough for the majority of the game, I'll be honest, because I'm not very good at these sort of games. And it's one of those games where you sort of end up just putting every single item you have in your inventory next to any other thing you see in the world. But, I assume if you're better at these sort of games, you wouldn't have to do that as much. Especially the final boss. It's like, well, how are you supposed to work some of that stuff out? Very confusing. Yeah, there is a final boss, which I was unexpected by, which probably shouldn't have said that, really, a bit of a spoiler. But, oh well, there's a boss, and it's interesting. It's a proper boss you fight. Not really like, well, I don't mean fight as in you start dodging like Dark Souls, but you do have to do lots of clever puzzle solving to kill the boss. There's technically a story, but it's not the focus or anything like that, but it's there, which is nice, I suppose. And there's lots of dialogue. You get these little demon monster things that try and speak to you, which I quite enjoyed actually, because they're very charming. I like them. There's like a demon, like a fire demon. There's like a snow demon right next to them, and they like have a go at each other and like argue. It's quite fun. I just thought the game. I think like the game itself is not very fun, but everything else about the game sort of helps it be a bit more than it is. Some of its parts, because I do enjoy the characters, and well, not really characters, but that seems like a bit of a strong word. They're mostly just weird little things that just show up and try and talk to you. Like, but I don't know, the game's just really charming, especially some of the puzzles, and like the puzzles are actually quite smart. They're not absurdly stupid a lot of the time, but obviously you've got to take into account you've got this entire spell book which you do end up using to solve most of the puzzles, I would say, or at least solve a few puzzles in some of the rooms, or in all the rooms, and yeah, but it's clever. It's a good way of making it feel a bit more like a bit less generic, and everyone likes to like escaping. It's always quite fun. But yeah, I would actually recommend this game. To be fair, it's about an hour and a half long, which isn't very long, but I think for a game like this, that's not too bad. And I think if you were actually struggling, you'd probably get to about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and a half. So I mean, I was struggling, but this is why I'm very thankful I've got the internet. I mean, just the graphics, right? They're quite, early 2000s. Do you see what I mean? Like, you get a lot of these point-and-click games back then, didn't you? And I mean, I guess it's what you expect. It's quite standard, but they're nice. Everything's like sort of low frame rate in that way, like with the animations, because they're like, I don't know how they're drawn, or if they're even drawn. I don't know, but they're a thing. The overall presentation of the game gives me early 2000 vibes, to be honest, because of even the menus and stuff like that. It's very odd. It's sort of like a big fish game or something. But as I say, I did enjoy the game, and I think it plays very well on the Switch. It's got touchscreen support, which I did play almost the entire game with, because it's really annoying with a gamepad. It's just really finicky. But it's obviously Switch being what it is, you can use it as a little tablet, so it's quite good. So yeah, I would recommend this game for sure. It is quite enjoyable. I mean, obviously, if you're not a fan of these sort of games, this is probably not the first one to play because it is a bit difficult. Hence why I had trouble. But if you are a fan of these style of games, you will enjoy this game, I'm pretty sure. So that is my review. So thanks for watching, big boys. See you at the point in time, and bye.